Wala yung time.
Hindi na ako tusog na muna.
Titigil pa din.
So, continue na lang natin. So, yung SMART core stands for yung S, specific, M for measurable, A for acceptable, R for realistic, and T for time-bound. So, dapat daw, ang paggawa natin or ang paglalagay natin ng learning outcomes should be SMART. And then, include complex or higher order learning outcomes when they are appropriate. So, dito is gumagamit yung mga instructors or more on yung ginagamit ng mga ng mga instructors is yung more on yung learning outcomes nila is about siya sa memorization, ay nga sinabi nga dito, memorization of facts and terminologies. So learning outcomes should reflect instructors' expectations for students' performance. So sinasabi dito na bago pa magsimula yung lesson is dapat yung learning outcomes is yun yung nagre-reflect yun sa kung ano yung gusto ng instructor or yung educator na makuha ng student o kung ano matutunan, anong gusto matutunan ng instructor sa kanyang ng student sa instructor. Okay, next po tayo. So, program learning outcomes. Utilize learning outcomes as a basis for course preparation. Learning outcomes should match instructional strategies and assessment requirements. To ensure the connection between various course activities, it is useful to construct a table highlighting the relationship. So, sabi niya dito, ang learning outcomes is ito po yung basis or yung foundation ng course preparation. Kasi dito pa lang sa pag-analyze or sa pagbuo natin ng learning outcomes is dito na magdalay or ito na yung parang magiging foundation ng buong lesson plan natin. Kasi kung anong nilagay natin dun sa learning outcomes is dun na iikot lahat. Kumbaga, interconnected na yung nilalaman ng isang lesson. For example, dito yung assessments, yung mga activities na gagawin nyo buong lesson to achieve those certain learning outcomes. So, yun ang sinasabi dito sa slide natin dito. So, nag-gets po ba? Wala po bang tanong? Okay, next na tayo. So, next natin is the CLOS or the Course Learning Outcomes. So, sino pong gusto mong gusto? Caroline?
Course learning outcomes similarly describe the competencies the students will achieve upon successfully completing the course. CLOs are specific and measurable statements that define the knowledge, skills, and attitudes of learners, which will demonstrate right after their
So, dito naman sa course learning outcomes is ito yung yung kinukuha natin sa MELCS, yung competencies kapag gumagawa po tayo ng mga lesson plan. So, dito po nakabase yung course learning outcomes natin. So, sabi dito, student will achieve upon successful completing the course. For example, sa pagkuha natin ng gamitin natin example yung kinuha natin course ngayon. So, ang course natin is BSN Major in Mathematics. So, para daw ma-complete natin yung course, ay para daw ma-achieve natin yung course learning outcomes, dapat daw matapos natin yung buong course. So, nag-gets po ba yun? Then, CLOS are specific and measurable statements that define the knowledge, skills, and attitudes learners will demonstrate by the completion of a course. So, after ng course natin ito is may papakita natin yung depende sa course learning outcomes. Yeah, ipapakita natin yon after ng course or after natin ma-complete yung course, may de-demonstrate natin yung knowledge, yung skills, and attributes na natutunan natin depending on the course learning outcomes na nandaman ng depend. So, may tanong po ba doon? Okay, next tayo. So, there are 3 types of course learning outcomes. So, sino pong gustong magbasa ng una? Okay, yan.
Cognitive outcomes. What will students completing course in this course?
Okay, ang first natin, competing. So, ang first type natin ng COLS or course learning outcome
Ay,
is
mo,
the
kasi completing sa kabila. What will the students completing the course be able to?
yeah, completing pa. Type po, sorry. So, ang first type natin is cognitive outcomes. So, ang second, sino kung gusto mo basa? Okay, Gemma.
Behavioral outcomes, what will the students complete the course be able to do?
Ay, complete.
Sorry, error.
Okay, yung second type ng COLS natin or course learning outcomes is itong behavioral outcomes. And then yung last natin, sino kung gusto mo isa? Badon.
Affective outcomes. What will students completing this course care about or think?
Okay? Yung ikatlo natin, bakit yung sinabi niya, is ito po yung affective outcomes. So, sa cognitive outcomes natin, dito papasok yung what will students completing this course know. So, after ng course, ano yung malalaman nila? So, ito yung first type na cognitive outcomes. Yung second naman is behavioral outcomes. Ang sabi diyan, what will students completing the course be able to do? So, after nilang matapos yung isang course, ano yung kaya na nilang gawin? Then, the last one is affective outcomes. Ang sinasabi diyan, what will students completing? What is
Hindi pa ano yan? Parang yung number 2.
where?
Kasi diba sa yung magkatatlo talaga magkasama is ano? Cognitive, performance, tsaka affective. Eh yung parang affective tsaka behavioral, diba parang isa lang? Affective is included ang behavior doon. Behavior, emotion, characteristics, and so on. Just about sa feelings ng sa tao. Hindi kaya ano, parang performance siguro, psychomotor outcomes.
Where? Yung number?
Yung number 2. Kasi able to do it, diba to do is skills or ability.
Pwede, tama. Pwede pumasok yung psychomotor. Yeah. Tama, pwede. Okay, thank you po.
Saan ba yung ano mo dyan?
So, mali yan.
Source.
Mali yan, major yan.
Internet lang. Wala po kasing book kaya hindi tayo...
Walang book
Walang yan lang.
Galing lang ng internet, so nag-scatter talaga yung mga information. So, sorry for the typos. So, may tanong po ba? Ayan. Okay, next. So, next natin, ang good course learning outcomes. So, sabi dito, ang good course learning outcomes ay dapat na are distinctive, next are aligned, consistent with the learning outcomes or goals of the department of college or of the department or college. The next are paired with learning activities in the course that allows the students to achieve the course learning outcomes and allow teachers to access the achievement. So dito sa course learning outcomes natin, good course learning outcomes natin is dinetermine niya lang kung ang isang course learning outcomes ba, ang isang course learning outcome ba is good siya or effective siya sa students natin. So, para daw matukoy na it is good and effective, dapat daw siya distinctive, dapat daw aligned or consistent, and dapat daw naka-pair yung learning activities doon sa course outcomes natin. May tanong po. Yung ano,
Ano yung distinct?
Kakaiba. Distinct from others. Uniqueness.
Okay.
okay, so wala na tanong. So, intended learning outcomes. So, sino pong gusto magbasa ng intended learning outcomes? Reynan.
Chill, oh.
Yes.
Blended learning
Yun nga siya.
outcomes. Define what the learner will have acquired and will able to do upon successfully completing their students.
ILOs focus on just that they articulate what students should be able to know, do, and value by the end of the course.
So, dito na tayo sa intended learning outcomes. So, ito yung pinaplano or ito yung, intended nga, ibig sabihin, intention ng teacher na ito yung ma-achieve ng students every matapos yung course or lessons or topic. So, sabi dyan,
Intention pa dapat. Kasi di ba pag expected, hindi expect lang.
Yeah.
So yung intended, dapat
intention.
talagang
Yeah, sometimes,
ma-get or ma-reach yung goal.
yeah, pero hindi naman lahat ng outcomes is nakukuha natin, even though if it is intended. Yeah. Kasi yun like mamaya, kung mag-discuss tayo mamaya. So sabi dyan, ILOS define what a learner will have acquired and will be able to do upon successfully completing their studies. Tayo po yung students natin dyan. Then, ILOS focus on just that they articulate what students should be able to know, do, and value by the end of the course. So, dito sa intended learning outcomes natin is kung ano lang yung intended or intention ng isang instructor is doon lang siya magpo-focus. So, yun siya. Yun ang intended learning outcome. So, matatalakay pa natin sa masunod. So, sabi niya dyan, ILOS can be written for a course, a program, or an entire institution. So, intended learning outcomes, yun nga, paulit-ulit na lang tayo. Ito yung gusto or ito yung dapat na sundan nung yung buong program or yung buong activities, yung mga assessments na dapat gawin is dito mag-base. So, ang intended learning outcomes, yun nga, ito yung outcomes na dapat makuha ng students after makomplete yung isang studies. So, dito, di ba may intended learning outcomes? So, idagdag ko na kasi wala siya dyan sa part ko. Merong intended at merong
Extended.
no, yung hindi intended. Ano tawag? Ayun, unintended learning outcomes. Where, di ba habang nagtuturo yung teacher? Yeah, hindi naman, kunwari, meron siyang learning outcomes. Meron ay,
Assessment and evaluation.
so di ba merong create yung teacher or instructor na intended learning outcomes. So hindi naman lahat doon, yung outcomes na yun is makukuha ng estudyante. So, meron tayong tinatawag ng mga outcomes na hindi intended. Ito yung tinatawag natin unintended learning outcomes. For example, yung sa behavior ng estudyante, mas lumalakas yung loob or ano yung tawag dito? Yeah, gano'n. Parang yung classes, yung the whole course na yun, wala dun sa intended learning outcomes na yun, nakuha ng bata. For example na yung
Perfection.
kaya, may tinatawag tayong intended and unintended learning outcomes. So, that's the end. May tanong po ba doon? Bago tayo sa conclusion? Wala na po. So, conclusion na tayo. In conclusion, crafting effective program and course learning outcomes is nuanced process with several key principles. So, from utilizing the SMART criteria to ensuring outcomes are specific, measurable, aligned, and instructional strategies. The importance of clarity and precision cannot be overstated. So, nakadepende talaga kung ano po yung learning outcomes na ilalagay natin bago magsimula yung lesson. Na kung ano man kung ano yung gusto natin matutunan ng estudyante, nakadepende po sa mga learning outcomes na pipiliin or gusto natin ituro sa kanila. So, may tanong pa po ba doon?
Wala, natanong na po.
Thank you po. That's all.
Ay, may tanong.
Ano sinabi niya?
Uy,
Proceed to the
Jake.
Uy, saka ano naman dito ka?
Jake.
Hindi, sa'yo.
Lovely. I love you. Kaya. Uy, lovely.
Ang